guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing this fun holiday glam look using some blues and oranges and a really fun glitter liner. But first I'm going to start off by moisturizing my face. Today I'm going in with the LimeLife by Alcone Skin Therapy Face Moisturizer. This face moisturizer is so good for the winter and it keeps my skin hydrated and refreshed all winter long. The first step in this makeup look is we're going to go ahead and conceal our eyes using the Waterproof Complete Concealer from LimeLife in the shade 0. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply that with a brush, and then I'm going to use my finger to blend that out. We want to make sure that the concealer is nicely blended and seamless. That way we can go ahead and apply our shadows. The next step is I'm going to take that white shadow in a damp beauty blender. Actually, this is not a beauty blender, this is the Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I'm just taking that color and packing it onto my lids. I'm using this method instead of a brush just to kind of switch things up a bit. The first shade I'm going to go in for this look is this light orange from the Morphe palette, and I'm just taking a fluffy brush and I'm going to start off in the crease, but I'm also going to take that color kind of upwards towards my brows and in the inner corner of my eyes. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next eye, and basically we want to do this until we get the color that we desire. So it took me a couple of layers to really pack this color on. The next shade we're going to go in with is this other orange. It's a slightly darker shade than the first shade we went in, and again I'm going to do the same technique. We're going to start off into the crease and we're just going to blend that color upwards and outwards. The next shade I'm going to quickly go in with is that yellow that you just saw, and I'm just going to use that at the very top of my shadow, just kind of blend everything together and to give this more of a fade from an orange to a yellow to my skin color. The fourth shade I'm going in with is this kind of like dark brick red. It also has some brown undertones, and I'm going to focus this into my crease. And the technique I'm basically going for is we're going to go in with this color deep in the crease, and then we're going to go in with another darker color to just really deepen the crease and get it ready for our cut crease. So we're going to go ahead and do this eye and then move on to the next. Color we're going in with is that darker brown shade, and this again is from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I think I forgot to mention that the first time. And we're going to use the same brush as we just did and the same technique as the other one. So we're going to just go into the crease and use windshield wiper motions to really get that color and buff it in. And then we're going to go ahead and use a fluffier brush after this to really blend out that color, but we want to make sure that we don't take it too far above our brow bone. So now what we're going to do is we're going to finally cut the crease, and I'm just taking a flat concealer brush and the same Waterproof Complete Concealer from LimeLife, and we're going to go ahead and start carving out our crease. Now I find it easier for me to just kind of start off from the inner corner and then go from the outer corner inwards. So whatever is easiest for you, go ahead and do that method. And also I just find it easier to kind of cut the crease first and then drag the concealer downward onto my lids. That way I don't have any extra concealer. It's gonna not help me to cut the crease evenly. So after we do that, I'm going to quickly set the concealer with a eyeshadow shade that's pretty much the same shade as my concealer, just to prep it for the blue shadow that we're going to be using next. So we're going to go ahead and do that on the other eye, and then again, same technique. I'm just taking it from my inner corner first upwards, and then from my outer corner, connecting it all together, and then after that we're just going to use whatever we have left on the brush and then put it on our lids. Okay, so finally we're going to be going in with this dark blue shadow, again from the same Morphe palette as before, and I'm just taking a fluffy brush and I'm going to pack this onto my lid. And I'm going to be very careful to not go anywhere above my crease because we want to make sure that the blue contrasts from all the other colors that we used previously. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye, and we're going to make sure that we pack on enough color to make sure that this color is nice and vibrant and stands out. So I went ahead and I cleaned the shadow off camera, and now we're moving on to the liner. So in order for me to achieve a glitter liner look, I had to go in with some concealer first and just kind of shape out or map out the liner that I wanted to do. Now I did a really thick liner look. You guys can do a much thinner liner look, but I went ahead and I did a thick one just to really kind of make things stand out and really make this a holiday glam look. So I'm going to go ahead and take this NYX glitter glue, and what I'm going to do, because I've already mapped out the liner, I'm just going to go ahead and trace over it. So once we do that, we can go ahead and use our glitter and pack on the glitter. So you want to make sure that once you reach the very tip of the wing that you only put the glitter, or the glue, I'm sorry, where you want the glitter. Otherwise the glitter is just going to go all over the place. So the glitter I'm using today is a NYX glitter in the shade Gold, and I'm just using a flat lip liner brush to kind of pack on this color. So take your time, don't rush things. We're going to go ahead and just pack on this glitter and get our desired look. Now I'm going to quickly use my Perfect Eyeliner pen and just kind of trace the upper lash line. We're not going to create a wing with this black liner. We're just going to make sure that we apply a little bit for our lashes. It just makes it really easier for our lashes to blend in with our real ones. And we're also going to apply just a light coat of mascara. Again, this is just going to help blend our false lashes with our real lashes. Moving forward, we're going to go ahead and prime our face with the first base makeup primer from LimeLife by Alcone. And we're just going to spray a little bit on our face, and then we're going to be using the LimeLife by Alcone Botanical Foundation. I am in the shade Shinto 1. And again, I'm using the same damp beauty sponge as earlier, and we're just going to go ahead and start using the foundation and covering up our face, blending this out. I'm just using small pouncing motions, and we're going to get this kind of all over. This is a full coverage, flawless finish foundation. So if you're looking for a foundation that's not going to clog your pores, it's going to leave your face looking nice and flawless, go ahead and try out this foundation. The next thing I'm going in with is the Complete Concealer as well. I'm going in the shade number 2 this time, and I'm just applying a light layer underneath my eyes to help conceal those dark circles and to help brighten everything up. So once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and set our under eyes with the Perfect Translucent Powder. I'm not going to bake today. We're just going to go ahead and apply a light layer underneath our eyes just to make sure that we prevent any creasing and that we absorb any excess concealer. I'm also going to take that powder and go all over my face with it, just using a little bit at a time and really focusing it in the areas where I get oily. Okay, so next we're going to go in with the number 3 Perfect Bronzer, and we're going to quickly bronze up our face. And in the usual areas where I normally place this is just around my forehead, underneath my cheekbones, and underneath my neck and down my neckline as well. So once we go ahead and do that, we're going to go. The blush I'm using today is this orange blush from our new Denise AMYRAXO collection. I can't remember the name. I believe it's called Oh Snap. And you wouldn't really think to use this blush because of the color, but this just, I feel, went perfectly with this makeup look. And the trick is to really just pack on a little bit of color and then use a fluffier brush to blend everything out, and it's going to apply very seamlessly. Now we're going to go in with that frosty color from the Jaclyn Hill palette and just highlight underneath our brow bone. I didn't catch this on film, but I did also highlight the inner corner of my eyes. This is just going to really complete the whole makeup look. You can actually skip this step because, you know, we already have the glitter liner going on and everything, but went ahead and added it. And I'm also adding this color on my cheekbones. I'm using the same damp beauty sponge, and as you can see, it packs on a lot of color, and I'm taking another fluffy brush to just really blend everything out. The next step is we're going to apply the same blue that we did on our lids and just blend that underneath the lash line and the bottom lashes. And once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and use a darker shade. I think this was a black from the Morphe palette, and I'm going to just really tightline everything and get that shade really close to my lashes. That way, once I apply the mascara, everything is going to look nice and complete. For lips, I'm going to go with a nude lip because the eyes is pretty much the show of this look. And the lip liner I'm going in with is the perfect Enduring lip liner from LimeLife by Alcone in the shade number 1. This is a nude lip liner. I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips. I'm also going to fill in my lips with this liner. And after we do that, we're actually going to go in with a lip gloss. So let's go ahead and fill this in. The lip gloss I'm using today is in the shade Grace. This is the Signature Perfect Lip Gloss, again from LimeLife by Alcone. And this is just a very nice complimentary lip gloss for any nude lip color. So once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and set our face with the Time Setter setting spray. And I think that our look is all complete. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to know any other or have any other makeup requests, please go ahead and leave it down in the description box below. Hope you guys enjoyed this look and have a great day.